On today's show, we go over the return of the prodigal son, Daniel Hernandez, a.k.a. 6ix9ine. We go ahead and talk about Doja Cat reaching #1 on the Billboard charts for the first time ever, and whether or not she might have done it all while being a racist. We look at the first video from Run the Jewels, off Run the Jewels 4, Ooh La La, featuring Greg Nice and DJ Premier. We also go ahead and discuss the popularity of the Versus series hosted by Timbaland and Swiss Beats, and cap it off with a review of Future's new album, High Off Life. I'm Feliciano Segundo Jr., always joined by the face mask to my bottle of hand sanitizer. Go ahead.
I'm Chris Maitland, and this is the first ever meeting of the Mike Epps Superfan Virtual Clubhouse, okay? So if you've been watching All About the Benjamins on repeat throughout the quarantine, there is finally a place for you to let your Epps flag fly, okay?
Fantastic.
Perhaps Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins, the Janky promoters, any and all Epps. We're here for you.
Next day air, maybe a little next day.
Yes, a little next day air. If you love Epps, we love you, and we're here to hang out with you.
Absolutely. All right. I'm glad you got that one out of the way, man.
I did, yes.
We must go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. We've been gone for a year. Didn't know we were going to come back.
No, this was not planned. But
not planned at all. Cap it off and say sayonara. But I mean, it looks like we're kind of in a time where entertainment is necessary. And I do think, a lot of people that would watch our show, they told us, they enjoyed watching it. So I figured, why not bring it back for a couple weeks?
Yes, and plus, I mean, it's not like we have anything else to do.
Good
I mean, there's really not a lot going on recreationally at the moment. So you might as well dive back in and kill an hour or so talking shop with an old friend.
Absolutely, man. How you been?
I mean, fine. Really, I'm like most people. I mean, like, I'm just kind of, taking it day by day, trying to be as fucking, just kind of there, I'm fortunate enough to have not been affected by the virus really personally or really in any way. I'm still pseudo employed. I have not had the virus. No one I know has had the virus, or I should clarify that no one has had a hard time with the virus. Mm-hmm. I should say. So really, I mean, and like, yeah, there's little petty trivial things, but really nothing crazy. And I'm fortunate that's been the case, and hopefully it'll remain that way. So yeah, I mean, aside from that, yeah, I'm doing all right.
Nice. How have you been keeping yourself occupied during this time?
Yeah, because obviously with the me reviewing movies and music, it's not been the best time for that. So basically trying to find as much shit as humanly possible, digging up, finding excuses to watch old shit, lapping up whatever new shit comes across Netflix and whatever. Mm-hmm. Being relegated to watching shit like The Wrong Missy because I need to watch something that came out this year. So thanks, David Spade. That was very nice of you to drop a At least David Spade got to take a vacation and make a mediocre comedy this time instead of Sandler. So that was very nice.
Exactly.
So how about you? I mean, obviously this has affected you way more than it's affected me, considering the line of work that you are down there in Florida trying to do.
It's been tough, man. I had a project lined up. And it had already kind of been canceled a couple times before, but this was like maybe the third or fourth time I had to postpone it, and my crew, I had a crew assembled for it. We were going to go ahead and shoot. And we were like, as soon as the school shut down, everything just kind of went into shit. So, and I think I'm at the point where I'm actually, to be honest, I don't know if I have the energy to try a fifth time or fourth time. I don't know.
How far along were you in the production?
We were gonna have.
When you got shut down?
I mean, we had locked down a stunt coordinator. Our main actress, super excited to do it. She auditioned back in December, so that tells you how long it's been. And my director's sitting right over here playing video games because there's nothing else to do. But basically, we were all crewed up. We had our crew. We even had a location. Yeah, every position was filled pretty much. We just needed gear, honestly, and gear. We can get gear if we're here. So. Yeah, it kind of feels pretty shitty. But on the upside, I've been writing a lot. I took a class on production accounting out of my own volition.
There you go.
So that's good.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta you gotta try to find as many ways to stay occupied as possible. And for you, that's something that's actually beneficial for your career. Like that's something valuable. Unlike me, who's probably I've spent time, contemplating buying Fruity Loops, watching Indonesian martial arts movies, and trying to basically find as many stupid lists as I can compile for the sake of writing, just to produce new content as humanly possible. So
what's clicking? I hear a clicking noise. Are you clicking on something?
I don't know. No, that's probably I don't know.
That's so weird. Okay.
I don't know. You gotta. I mean, I think that was kind of inevitable. We were gonna run into some kind of production issue.
Right.
Some kind of fun little, yeah. Well, that's just more training for you. Fix the clicky audio.
Yeah,
fix the clicky audio. I know, because it's goddamn near impossible.
Yeah.
But let's get past the drab shit, because obviously it's not like we know. I mean, the audience, anybody who's listening to this probably is aware of where we're at in our lives.
Right.
Because they're probably
like
right now
where we last left off with our heroes.
Yes, exactly. And also, it's not like, I mean, like, obviously we know where each other are currently in terms of all that shit. So let's get down to brass tacks here and what the people came for. And that would be yelling, takes, and stumbling through takes about hip hop.
Yeah, that's our trademark.
Exactly. So let's
get to it, man.
Let's get to it.
Speaking of being locked down.
Yes, speaking of being locked down.
Locked in.
And locked in, yes. A man who would be locked down regardless of a pandemic going on.
That is Mr. Daniel Hernandez, who was released from prison following the coronavirus pandemic and its effect on the prison system. I believe he was when was he released? When
he was released about a month and a half ago, I think, maybe a month ago. I'm not exactly sure. I know that he didn't have too much longer on his sentence to begin with, but they did release him due to the overcrowding in the prison and obviously safety concerns with the virus going on. Yeah, I think he only had like a year left of the sentence, but I do not know exactly when when he was released, but I do know that he got straight back to work as soon as he returned to his home.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that song a lot by 21 Savage.
I do very well.
There's a line in there from the J. Cole feature where he's like praying for Tekashi. I think it goes like he says like praying for Tekashi rotting inside of a cell, and he's like talking about him like thinking about how he 6ix9ine thinking about contemplating if it was worth it or not. I think
the answer to that for 6ix9ine would be yes, and I don't think J. Cole knew that 6ix9ine was going to snitch his way out of prison. Because at that point, it looked like 6ix9ine was going away to jail for the rest of his life. But then he just dropped it. He dropped the line on a few names, and surprise, he only got a year. Yeah, and surprise, he's back. Yeah. So then the coronavirus helped him get out even earlier.
Yep. So I mean, look at that. Sometimes when you're the worst person on earth, you still get a bone.
Yeah, exactly. And but I will say, you know who cared about 6ix9ine's his legal status and all that jazz. You know how it affected his momentum of his career? Not at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. He went right back to work, man.
Not at all. Yes.
Released a video for his new song Guba.
Guba,
which went ahead and a stunning visual, I must add. I mean,
I'm
not trying to like give him any props or anything, but I felt I felt like I was able to find a loophole by watching it on his account. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm not necessarily, giving him views directly through my account. So I don't have to feel bad about this. So I watched the video and I was thoroughly impressed, man. Production design was on point. And the colors were pretty dope. I like the little, I will say, as much as people have been talking about him snitching, I do enjoy them poking fun at himself with the little rat emoji.
Yeah, no, that video, I mean, the whole angle of 6ix9ine's return is really honestly kind of insane, because basically it's like, yeah, I snitched, who cares? Which is a first for hip hop. He's like, all right, yeah, guys, like I snitched, yeah, whatever, like it's fine, like here I am, like I'm the Captain Rat, like here I am, but I've returned, and everybody's mad about my comeback because I'm 6ix9ine, the king of controversy.
Right.
And
right.
I'm not going to pretend like I didn't laugh when I saw the rat come up in his music. I'm not going to pretend. So how do you feel about the song itself and his return in general?
I mean, I think it's I mean, on a personal level, I just kind of feel bad because I know that he's gonna probably this is definitely is not where it's gonna stay. I feel like there's a fall coming, and I think it's coming faster than we think. Like, when you remember Game of Thrones, how like they would always warn about how the White Walkers are coming, and it took like fucking 6 seasons for that shit to happen.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I didn't stick around for the full 6 seasons.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're still waiting. You're still waiting for the White Walkers.
I am, yes.
All right. Well, so just like how you're still waiting for the White Walkers, I think everyone is still waiting for 6ix9ine to either A, go back to prison, B, probably have somebody get him touched. Probably someone's gonna put hands on him.
Yeah.
Or C, and I don't really need to explain what that last one is. I just hope that it doesn't come down to that. But it does look like that. It does look that way.
No, he got murdered this week. Ariana Grande killed him on Instagram.
Oh shit!
He's already dead, so you really don't. Sorry, it already happened.
Jesus Christ!
And it happened sooner than we thought. And it was because he claimed that Guba got robbed from #1 by Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber. They used like 22 credit cards to buy 9,000, and they bought the #1 single from him, which is funny. Which is funny for several reasons. #1 is that, like, dude, like, knock it off. Like, really, like, you're that mad that you're, like, big comeback. Like, dude, you are literally a felon who, prior to this, let's just say you have a little stain on your resume as is that why you're problematic, as the kids like to say. So you're lucky to have a comeback single do this well to begin with.
Right.
B, he didn't even finish in second. You finished in third. Your whole like, oh, I got robbed #1 really, really loses its credibility when you finish in third. And especially when #2 is Doja Cat Say So, which was allegedly a big scam because she said she'd show everybody her boobs if she finished #1. So that was because everyone was horny. So why she got #1. So right. Apparently, even though she didn't show her boobs, it turns out people like the fucking song. Isn't that crazy? It wasn't just a big capitalizing on the nation's other pandemic horniness. It wasn't just that. Crazy. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But
I'll be right back.
I'm already, but yes, my take on 6ix9ine is I'm already fucking sick of this kid. Like, I am so sick. Like, dude, like, I understand you're trolling, but it's just such an annoying fucking act. Like, I have no sympathy for this kid. He's also not funny. It's just like I
find him pretty funny.
I'm just like, dude, go away. Like, already go away. And he's like, they never thought I'd come back. They never thought I'd come back. I'm like,
come back. Right.
No, I'm like, dude. If you got out of jail, like, I didn't think you were serving the 30 years either. Like, I thought you'd be back.
Right. I also I was like, I knew he was gonna come back sooner or later.
Yeah.
But it did feel for a while. It was kind of like you'd hear whispers like, "Oh shit, I think is he gone for good?"
Yeah, for sure. But I don't think anybody bought it. I don't think anybody did. And for the song itself, I think it's just the same fucking half-assed, like, look at me, I'm, like, kind of angry. It's just, like, half-assed fucking, like, angry trap for, like, fucking edgelords that are, like, 15. Yeah, I think he's kind of, like, taken, like, the mantle, if you will, from, like, the Insane Clown Posse. Like, if you're just, like, an angry fucking white kid in the suburbs, like, 6ix9ine is your fucking hero.
Yeah, you're pretty much.
That's pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I just think his music is fucking. I don't think he really like goes far enough with the aggressiveness. I think it's just half-ass angry. It's half-assed fucking rapping. The production's fucking weak as shit.
Jesus.
I think he's awful. I think he's one of the worst. I think he's right up there with G-Eazy and Tyga and Machine Gun Kelly as, like, the worst rappers around right now. Machine Gun Kelly has actually switched genres now. I don't know if you were aware of that. He's making, like, pop punk now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I did actually. I really like one of his songs. He did a song with Youngblood, I think his name is.
Yes. I have not heard that. It kind
of sounds like a Linkin Park ripoff, but I dig it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, it's not bad. And I never thought I'd say it about Machine Gun Kelly. Like, I have not heard that song. I heard the other one, Bloody Valentine, I think it is.
Oh,
Because I heard that he switched genres, because the music video just came out for that this week, which I have not seen. Because
Megan Fox, right?
With Megan Fox, yes, that was a big deal on the internet this week. So I did not watch the video. I just heard the song, but I was like, because I heard he switched genres. Like, really? I'm like, what the hell does that sound like?
Right.
And
I mean, on the scale of like musical comebacks, right?
Yes.
You got like let's see, you got Justin Bieber, right? With
Purpose,
Sorry.
Yes.
We got Sorry.
Yeah.
And you got Britney Spears with what was that comeback single? It's Britney Bitch or whatever. Is that what it's called? You got Black Eyed Peas down here with I Got a Feeling. With I Got a Feeling. So where exactly does 6ix9ine and his comeback single fit in?
I don't know. I mean, granted, it's made a pop at least in the short term.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think you can really judge his comeback until he puts out more material, which he apparently, I found out through the grapevine of the various wormholes of the internet, that he is releasing another song this Friday.
Okay, that would actually make a lot of business sense.
And it has a feature on it.
Okay, who's the feature?
He is keeping it a secret.
Oh, see, this is the thing I like about him is he's really good at business. He's
good at shit posting and generating. So 6ix9ine, I guess, for as much as I shit on him, I mean, his branding is working for him.
It's working perfectly. Who else
for him
could get out of prison for a heinous crime as snitching, right? Everyone knows hitting hip hop snitching is not. That's like akin to that's like the ultimate sin, right?
Yes.
Who else do you know in hip hop that could get away with that essentially?
No one, but 6ix9ine. But
he's gone away with it. It's clear he's gone away.
But 6ix9ine had the benefit of having a resume. He already had skeletons in his closet, if you will, with his previous criminal history. So clearly, people had already looked past that. So snitching, and in the grand scale of crimes, snitching and what he was convicted of when he was 17 years old is 18 years old is a lot worse than snitching. So clearly, if people were willing to look past that, if his fans were willing to, they sure as shit have no problem with fucking snitching.
Jeez, yeah, no, you make a fair point there. So you feel like this next single's gonna go #1 now?
I don't know. Maybe Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber will put out another song just to purposely, and their label and their management teams will buy up all the singles.
Or no, they'll put out a double album, half Ariana, half Justin.
Yes.
Love Below, and Speaker Box type thing.
Yeah. And they'll release 14 singles. It'd be like Drake when 75% of the album is in the top 20.
Right, or
for a given week.
I think Billie Eilish.
Then one of them. No, I would like 6ix9ine to continue to finish. Like, I would actually like him to finish 8th this time and then still claim a conspiracy.
That would be amazing. I would love to see that.
But the problem again, and as Ariana Grande, I need to finish the whole conspiracy thing.
Go ahead.
So the whole thing was he was saying Ariana Grande because he had the most streams. And Ariana Grande had to explain to him in her post, I should say, that streams count the lowest in terms of the Billboard Hot 100 equation. It goes, streams are on the bottom, radio airplay is #2, and pure sales is 3rd. The reason Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber topped them is because they were selling the track and they were promoting the shit out of it on their assorted social media pages, right. and all the proceeds of the single went to various COVID-19 charities. So obviously, people are going to feel inclined to buy the track when it's going to charity. Absolutely. And that is why, when Guba looked like it was #1 just off pure streams, they're like, oh shit, here comes 6ix9ine's #1, and then here comes this Ariana Grande song, and they're actually selling it, and then that propelled it up and it also got radio airplay that Guba did not get. So
you're not going to give him credit for at least trying to do his homework?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to give him credit for complaining and peddling conspiracies on why he didn't have a #1 single. And I'm like, dude, you're lucky to have a fucking #3 single. Consider you want to go back to prison, dude? Like, you were in prison a month ago. Right. And now you're complaining that your single didn't go #1 on the #1. You have the #3 song in the country right now, dude. That's very fucking impressive. And I'm sure when the charts come out tomorrow, he'll probably still be kicking around there.
Right.
So, like, dude, you're living a fucking dream right now. And now you get to live a second dream because you've been revived after being murdered by Hunter Grande. So back from the dead. So now you're back from the dead. You'll probably get to live another dream with whatever your next fucking song is, and you'll probably at least in the interim, you're gonna continue to ride a wave.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how it goes. Now I got one more thing to say about 6ix9ine, and you know who I think it might be a problem for this whole snitching thing? Not him, because that's his brand, whatever. Who's gonna agree to do a verse with him? Because in this reputation-based genre, who's gonna want to align themselves with the snitch?
I mean, do you want to take a guess as to we can both take a guess as to who the feature is gonna be?
Let's see. Who seems just completely shameless and just doesn't fucking care? Young Boy Never Broke Again. There we go. He seems like someone who doesn't fucking care.
That's a pretty good guess.
And obviously, he's obviously a kind of a rising star himself, but he hasn't been around long enough. I'm not sure how deep his ties go. He's already been arguing with Kodak Black about things this year. So I mean, again, he's fine. So I can see him being willing to take the potential reputation hit.
You're saying 6ix9ine. So 6ix9ine and Kodak are not cool.
No. Kodak and Young Boy have been arguing over a incident because Young Boy's
I know about
baby mama got stabbed at their house by Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and Young Boy, they called the police, and Kodak Black basically called him soft and a snitch because he called the cops because the mother of his child was stabbed in their home.
Right.
Which is wild.
Right.
And why does Kodak have a phone in prison, by the way? He's on Instagram. Why is he allowed to go on Instagram all the time in prison?
He got the Boost Mobile phone. That's what he got. Remember those Boost Mobile commercials?
Yeah.
If I had to take a guess, I'd probably say the feature is probably going to be Kodak. I mean, that would be my guess.
Is he going to be on the prison phone like he was on the A$AP Rocky album? Call him on the prison line? That would be amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. But that's all I really have to say about this. You got any final thoughts?
Yes, about Kodak doing his verse for the prison line. Yes, I really would love it. That would be particularly in this day and age a dream to master.
Absolutely.
Off the phone. That's all I got. Yeah, 6ix9ine. I don't give a fuck about 6ix9ine's comeback, but he'll continue to be relevant, at least in the interim. Fuck you, 6ix9ine. You suck, and you're a horrible fucking sack of garbage human being. And once your fans grow up, is when your career will actually end. Once they turn 18.
Yeeks.
Can we have a graduation for people that have moved on from a 6ix9ine fandom? I think that would be a fun activity for us to sponsor. We give them a public congratulations, you've moved past 6ix9ine. Because there's reformed juggalos running around. There's gonna be reformed 6ix9ine fans running around in 10 years.
It's I used to be a 6ix9ine.
I used to be a juggalo, and then I saw the light. And then I saw the light.
Right.
And I realized
all the rainbow dye for my hair.
Exactly.
My tattoos moved.
Yeah, exactly.